Video games and money, they go hand in hand. But is Blizzard going too far? Blizzard's petty cash grab and a pay-to-win situation. Let's see how Blizzard and their decisions to make excessive amounts of money in their games is affecting our favorite games.
Welcome back, everyone. Today it's a pretty fun one because we get to talk about value. So, another week, another round of Blizzard stories where they have managed to anger fans with some lovely purchasing opportunities. In the land of Diablo, we have some Portal cosmetics that are absolutely making eyes water, and not as a result of their garish colors. Hearthstone is going into new waters with guaranteed pre-order cards that, to some are overtly pay to win. And over in Overwatch, a little bit of a bundling.
Am I behind the times here? Hasn't Hearthstone always been pay to win? I mean, you can literally buy multiple decks of cards and you get the good cards. That's how I thought it works.
Has happened with this season.
I guess that directly pay to win because you can't buy specific cards.
It's all kind of fun stuff to get into, to be honest, especially in the context of, well, there are some microtransactions in stories like today's that are more expensive than, say, a whole game, like the raft of $40 targeted big successes we've had in the likes of Helldive.
Did you guys see there was like a freaking Diablo mount that was like $63 on the store? Now they bundle it with their currency, right, with their coins. So supposedly the value is the same as if you bought the coins. You get like 7,000 of their in-game currency with that mount. But Jesus, still, I mean, it was like $63. That's the freaking price of an expansion or a full-on game. What the hell? A AAA title.
Divers 2,
Shit's getting
Power
wild
World,
out there.
and of course Enshrouded. Overall, a pretty interesting situation. Now, I do not have a sponsor today, but I do want to say that hitting the subscribe button gives the YouTube algorithm a happy signal. Things have actually went pretty good this month on that front, and that means that it spreads our content to more people. The same goes for the like button. Basically, those do make a bit of a dent, and it's one of the best, well, the best zero-cost way for you to support the show. Takes 3 seconds, maybe 5 seconds. Of course, my end of that bargain is to bring my A game, to do everything that I can to support the team behind this channel so that we can get great content out for you. So, I'd appreciate that. And with that said, okay, we got to talk about some stupid portals, and it's one of those things where...
stupid port. He's going to go into the portals, but here's the mount I was talking about. I brought it back up. Yeah, this is it. $64.99 for a mount. Now, it's a badass looking mount. What do you get? You get the regular looking mount, and then you get the armor that you can place on the mount. So, I mean, this is crazy. This is insane. And the way it's justified is they are bundling it with the 7,000, I believe it's 7,000 of the in-game currency, right? And if you try to buy that currency yourself, it would cost you $64.97. So the $64.99 for the mount plus the currency, they're saying, oh, the mount's free. But in actuality, no, man. You're paying $64.99 for the damn mount, and then you're getting some fake currency along with it. It's insane. They're pushing the envelope. They're seeing how much they can get.
Looking at a story like this, I'd almost say to myself, why bother? It's just a thing in a game. But you sort of just realize how disconnected from reality it feels. So, right, how much do you think that some portals should be? So, Blizzard thinks, a fairly good amount. Number one, there's, Battle Pass portal reward in Season 3 of Diablo. And hey, looks kind of good. It's decked out with runes, and it's very in keeping with Diablo. That being said, there are other portal skins. Let's take a look at those. Now, these are, I think you can see, rather garish. Of course, this is somebody taking a picture on their phone and posting it to Reddit, so you are not getting great colors or anything like that here, but you can see it is just 5 big old honkin' portals for $29.99.
$30 worth of portals.
$30. That's how much that costs. So Redditor Mwatki20 found this bundle. It's rather ironically called the Dark Pathways. It's pretty damn bright if you ask me, and the deal here is $30 US, but you'll also get 1,000 platinum. That's about $10 worth of platinum. So I suppose technically
this is like the new trend, and I was just showing it with the mount. They're doing this thing where they're bundling in-game currencies along with these, cosmetic purchases to up the price of them, essentially. But at the end of the day, you're still basically getting nothing out of it. I mean, you're getting a fake currency that you can use in the game to buy other shit, right, in their store. So they're taking the money from you. They're debating you basically with a fake in-game currency, and that's what people were worried about Blizzard doing with Traders Tender. When we started to see the Traders Tender be bundled with things, you were essentially they were upping the prices of things, including Traders Tender, to try to give it value, right? Say, oh yeah, but look, it's valuable. But in the end of the day, they're just giving you a fake currency to spend in the game, so they're just taking more money from you, and they're using the fake currency to justify it. It's a scary tactic, and I'm worried that it's going to work.
Are only $20, thus making them $4 a portal. What a bargain.
Fuck you, Moishi.
Now, of course, the broader context here is rather hilarious. You can buy, say, the whole Diablo 4 Ultimate Edition for $60. You can buy the Standard Edition for $42.
It's crazy.
So the value proposition...
Or now you can just get Game Pass because Diablo 4 is been announced today that it's going to be on Game Pass. So there you go.
Here is...
Value.
Well, certainly completely goddamn insane, and that is getting near some of the recent mid-price...
Maybe that's what the play is here. I'm sorry I keep pausing so much, but there's just so many thoughts going through my head. Maybe that's what the play is. Because Diablo 4 is going on to Game Pass, you're not going to have the box title cost anymore, right? So people are just going to get it included with their sub to Game Pass. So now they're looking for other ways to make money, and those other ways are massive microtransactions that basically cost the same, if not more, than the box price used to cost. Shit. We're in a new world.
Had, like Pal World, Enshrouded, Helldivers. So what we're seeing here is an expansion of player customization, usually something that seems pretty damn good. The idea of more ways to play around with your character, even thinking about the original armor cores in Halo Infinite, but of course what that rapidly ends up being is just more ways to slice and dice things. So ultimately people are getting less value, but there clearly are enough people who are willing to just pony up the money. They are completely price insensitive customers, and think about a game like Diablo.
Those whales,
think
man.
about
Milk
what
those
its store
whales.
stuff has cost, right? You're regularly $20, $30, $40. Think about how many times more valuable one of those customers is to Blizzard than just, you know, your average person who buys the regular edition of a game, like a pleb. And of
That's
course,
what it's
if you think
about.
about where your money's coming from.
That's what it's about, and it's become that way. I feel like COVID. I'm not conspiracy theorizing here, but I have noticed this with a lot of things, especially like me. I go to Disney World a lot, and what COVID did was it essentially limited the population of people who could do things, right? So there were less people allowed in Disney, but the people who went were the whales. And what Disney found, what Blizzard has found, what a lot of companies have found is you don't need thousands of people to enjoy your product. You just need the 100 people who will spend an exorbitant amount of money on your product, and you will make more money if you cater to those people. That's how it's become. Catering to the whales has become the most financially viable way to do things. It's not about getting big numbers, 50,000 people to be part of your thing. It's about getting 5,000 people who are fucking whales and will just spend tons of money, because each one of those 5,000 is like worth 1,000 of the other people. It's insanity. Yeah, the whales. That's what's causing all this shit.
From those
and COVID exacerbated the situation. It did, because it made these products only available to people who had more money than usual. They were the ones still doing this stuff.
Cater to more and more and more. So you look at a game like Diablo 4, and certainly you've got that criticism where if you want something that really feels awesome, really looks like your class, a lot of the time you got to pay. Because yes, on the Battle Pass there are 2 armor sets, and they are available for like every different character, right? But the thing is, it's just the same set. It's kind of like, you know, reshaped to go onto all of those different characters, which does mean that thematically it's got to be generic cool. And you know what? I do think it is generically cool. But if you want the ultimate, you know, druid skin for your character, well, that's not really something you're getting in-game.
Yeah.
That's something you're getting in the store. Now, on the topic of...
That's the main problem with the stores. Is what they've done is they've basically taken everything cool out of the game that would have originally been in the game, and now it only shows up on the store. So now you got your best devs, your best artists, and your best everything working on store items rather than what would have been in the past, you know, really cool in-game items.
Class restricted things with these portals, well, yeah, they are also restricted. So unless you're actually playing a character of each class, well, there's going to be stuff that you cannot use. So that's happened. Has it killed the game? Has it completely set the world on fire and destroyed everything? No, it hasn't, but it's just a perfect example of the sort of thing that is going on. The constant nickel and diming, and I think the pretty big reduction in the amount of value that customers are actually getting. As another thing, we've got these headstones that are on the premium battle pass. I sure do have to wonder when they will be pulled out, sort of made class specific, and maybe thrown into some sort of bundle. But ultimately this isn't news. I think it's news.
That's exactly it, Cadence. Yeah, but Sam, would you rather have 5,000 loyal customers that spend $1 each, or one loyal customer that spends 5,000? How about two loyal customers that spend 10? That's the thing. That's the difference. It's a lot harder it's just, it requires less people to make more money. And that's a better plan. It is. It's a better plan. Because at the end of the day, to keep those, thousands of people or 5,000 loyal customers, you got to make sure that, there's a lot that goes into maintaining that. I mean, when I'm talking about the theme park business, it's much more crowded, obviously. You got to supply more things, have more stuff, have more employees, stuff like that. Whereas to cater to a smaller amount of people who will pay more money, you need less. You need less on the back end to handle that. It's shitty, but it's a better business plan.
Because it's something that's fairly interesting, it shows where things are going, but it's also not news because this is completely par for the course. It's exactly what we would expect. And the thing is, the more that this is
done,
one
leaves,
the more
it's
it becomes
GG.
normal.
Yeah, but your plan is to gather a couple of them. Your plan is to continue to target the whales, because every time you hit a whale, bam, you got it, right? You got a big boy and you're about to milk his ass and then throw him back out in the ocean. Whereas catching 5,000 fish is going to be much harder. It is. Catching and keeping 5,000, it's much harder to keep 5,000 fish happy and alive rather than it is to keep one whale alive, because you could just cater to that whale, make him happy, give him everything he needs, give him the environment he needs and all that shit. It's much easier to cater to a few people than thousands of people. And yes, you can lose more if you lose a whale, but there's also so much more to gain if you gain a whale.
There are a lot of people who will, really, really just kind of fight back against people kind of calling out some of this stuff, saying, hey, it's cosmetic, you don't need to buy it. That's absolutely the case. But the thing is, the value prop for the person who's not getting these cosmetics is clearly, I think anyway, just getting slowly and slowly worse, as more effort goes into the thing that will actually, directly make the line go up. And I think that is a default loss, right, to the people who otherwise would be getting some more of those resources. It's not particularly great, but turns out there's a little bit of outdoing being done by the Hearthstone team. So, look, it's the 10th anniversary of Hearthstone. It actually looks like they're trying to do some really cool stuff. So, there's a pile of new cards with some
they're
fun
doing a
mechanics
WoW
that built
crossover
around the
event,
legacy of the game. There are freebies returning. There's a whole bunch of stuff like that in World of Warcraft, but they've also revealed the next expansion to Hearthstone, and there's actually some pretty cool mechanics to it. Yes, that's nice, but there's one thing that is raising eyebrows. I'll just read it out for you. Whizbang has one more surprise for you. Every Whizbang's Workshop pre-purchase bundle comes with 2 copies of Corridor Sleeper, an early access epic from Whizbang's Workshop. So yes, now cards are available in early access. But,
Yeah.
of course, they say, don't
Nice.
sleep in this deal. Get your pre-purchase bundle and start
Damn, that's
playing with
fucked.
this new expansion card right away. Oh, yeah, that's just some lovely marketing copy, isn't it? But yes, this is a pre-order bonus that will have a direct mechanical impact on the game that you're playing right now. And
Yeah.
this is something that's not particularly uncommon. This is something that, as an example, has been done in Marvel Snap, right? Where they'll maybe put one of their cards behind the Battle Pass, and then, at a later
Yep, this is what they're going to do. Put it in the battle
date, that card will be otherwise available. In Destiny,
This is the thing. This is the thing that exacerbates this whole whale versus, regular fish debate in the games industry. Free to play has completely fucked this up. It's made it so much worse, because now you've got essentially the only people who are paying for anything in the game are the whales. So now the game is being made just for them, because all the other fish are playing for free. That's why free to play has really taken this shit into warp speed. Right? Because now you basically you are making no profit off the fish. You are only profiting off the whales, and that means you're going to make the game for the whales, because they're the ones who are supporting it financially.
we've
At
seen
least.
weapons being offered ahead of time if you pre-order an expansion.
Cough,
and then
Diablo
obviously
Immortal,
we've
yeah.
got how in general card games handle promo cards for the next set and that sort of thing. But I think the thing here is precedent, because this is obviously gameplay impacting. If this ends up being a really strong card, if it ends up, say, sneaking into a meta, then, well, that would be feeling quite pay to win. And even if the frontline designer who's just making these cards isn't intending any of that, if it happens to be a strong card, someone could easily say, hang on a second, that's a strong card. You're incentivized. I mean, you're incentivized for that card to be strong because you can give it to people early via this pre-purchase bundle.
Yeah,
so
they gotta
even
make it
if
OP.
the actual designer implementing the card doesn't really know any of that stuff, it is still, well, a conflict of interest that exists. And just while we're here,
Yep.
I do want to check in a little bit with Hearthstone because, man, they sure do know how to, monetize that game. As an example here, for Whizbang's Workshop, the Mega Bundle is $69.99, that's, pounds sterling, UK, or $44.99 for
What's the conversion to dollars then? Is it worth more than, I don't know my fucking foreign currencies, but that just looks like a lot of money.
non-mega bundle. That, just in absolute terms, is quite a lot of money, and this is in Hearthstone, a game that obviously is actually pretty damn expensive to keep up with. But of course, though, it's not just that. To take a look at some of the other things, they've also got the
Alex, I'd rather pay a box title. I'd rather pay up front for a game to get a better quality game than the game be free to play and then have a bunch of microtransactions on the back end. That's 120 Canadian dollars. Get the fuck out of here. They're fucking Canadian dollars.
sets, where, as an example, right, if you want to get the Dive into Deepholm Golden mini set, well, the mini set itself, they're going to sell for $13.49. But the golden version of those cards in a full bundle, they'll just straight up sell that for $62.99. I mean, I don't really know anyone who could love Hearthstone that much and be so price insensitive. But, I mean, wow. And this is clearly what they're doing, right? If you want to get the Titans Golden mini set, well, you're looking at, again, $62.99 or $13.49.
Damn, that's $79.27. That's the conversion to this. $79.20. Fucking $80. Shit. $80? What the hell? And I thought WoW expansions were expensive.
Just one of those things with games. I think about, I believe it was yesterday or the day before story when we were the day before when we were talking about Helldivers, and the CEO of that company basically said, "Look, monetization, this stuff, it's got to be earned." Right? We've got to give you a good value, not make it feel forced, and then you'll be happy enough to buy things. And indeed, when people actually were playing Helldivers, the amount of the premium currency that you get via regular gameplay means there's people who have already been able to afford the the premium battle pass, or just some of the the cosmetics. Right? It's a game that's fairly generous. That, I think, has engendered some goodwill and made people happy to support it. I think so much of that is about customer perception, right? How the customer actually sort of feels. It's a bit like whenever you walk into a shop and the way that this will happen, right? The differences between a very bargain grocery store versus a very upmarket one, or a clothes boutique, or whatever it is. So it's that feeling where if you just walk in and your impression looks like this, which is the Hearthstone store page, that does not make you feel like you are getting a premium, respectful experience. As an example, if you take a brand like All Saints, right? Whenever they're doing their shops, they purposefully don't put all of their stock out on the shelves. Whereas if you go into, say, a TK Maxx, it's an absolute, battle royale. The point there is in the sort of premium boutique, they very much curate what you see. They keep the density of things low, and they'll have more stock in the back, but they'll be trying to give the customer that kind of premium experience.
It's interesting.
Of course, in a traditional business like that, where it's more of a hard sell, that does make a lot of sense. Of course, in a game, I think because of the interactivity and the sort of social elements, I think that's playing out at a different psychological space, but there's definitely lessons that we can learn. Number one, it's just overwhelming when you actually look at the Hearthstone store, let alone boot up the game and just get friggin' assaulted with consumption opportunities. But yeah, it's just that thought. If you've got goodwill towards the developer and they don't look like they're taking the piss, nickel and diming everything, then you're going to feel better. I mean, from the perception of a customer, they'll take a look at, say, the Murder at Castle Natria Golden mini set.
This makes sense. This is the reason for the freaking bundles of shit packaged together and sold. That's why. I feel like that's why they're doing the mounts with the currency and the trading post to tradies tender with everything else. These bundles make the storefront look better rather than having the individual cards for sale, 200 individual cards. You got 4 packages you can buy. That makes sense. I've actually never considered that, but he's totally right.
order for $62.99, and they'll think, oh, these are the sorts of people that would try to get that money out of me. And even if you were someone who is never going to buy that, you'll just
Moishi, you're talking about the luxury goods industry. You're talking about like Louis Vuitton and Chanel and stuff. Yeah, they'll burn their excess stuff so that way it doesn't go back on the resale market. Yeah, that's another whole thing.
Put off a little bit. And sure, maybe you'll buy the more cheap one, but I think the point is some long-term customer like goodwill, I think that just evaporates into the air the more you do this sort of thing. And as we've seen Hearthstone just get more and more desperate with its monetization, I think we're just seeing the natural results. I mean, they are reaping what they sowed, I think, in terms of apathy.
They are, yeah.
So, look, insofar as the pay-to-win card goes, it absolutely is a slippery slope argument, but if you are somebody who's been playing Hearthstone for a long time and you have seen the monetization ramp up and up and up, it'll take convincing for you to not think that that slope is rather slippery. The next thing we go into is honestly just a little bit of a bungle, but I do want to talk about Overwatch anyway. So here's the deal. Overwatch Season 9 is out. This is a pretty damn big season. This is one that has, I mean, a massive competitive rework, a massive change to basically
Overwatch
like damage profiles, and a little bit of like the roles of DPS and support. It's a pretty monumental change. I want to go in blind and properly play it out myself. But of course, with a new season, well, that means we get Blizzard responding to the dramas of previous seasons. And we can get into that. TLDR here is the battle pass is like more themed around like eldritch horrors, which to be honest is the sort of thing that I think is, yeah,
battle
pretty damn cool. And they're doing the usual thing. You can buy the regular battle pass for 1,000 coins, or
we've lost out in the games. Battle passes, microtransactions. I mean, man, we've eaten shit. Yeah, you missed the days where you could just buy a cartridge for your NES. It wasn't even that long ago. Like, you don't even have to go back to NES to remember the days where you just used to buy the game, go home and play the game. I mean, if you don't consider the WoW sub, World of Warcraft, beside, you had the Celestial Steed, but you definitely had no cosmetic armor and shit on the store. Like, it was just like you buy the expansion, you play the expansion, then you move on. I feel like Fortnite and these others, they really showed how valuable microtransactions could be. And probably it started with mobile gaming, but this shit just spread like wildfire. Because now instead of selling you the box game for $50 or whatever, they can microtransaction you to death and fucking make you pay for every season and all that other shit, and they end up getting $100 out of you, $200 out of you at the end of the day once you played the game for a couple of years.
Is the big ultimate bundle thing.
Are you getting more content?
2,000 Overwatch coins, the Battle Pass, 20 tier skips,
Boomer, not that.
The Beholder Sigma and Harbinger Lifeweaver legendary skins, and then, yes, those 2,000 Overwatch coins. 2,000 Overwatch coins, what's that worth? Well, it is worth £16.79.
This is the new damn...
It is one of those things where...
It's the new trend. Bundle the currency with the item, I'm telling you.
If you have a lot of store cosmetics that are pretty damn expensive, and then you do a bundle, it's very easy to make it look like an amazing value.
Yeah,
do you know when you see those, like, Tai Lopez style, hey, I'm just here consuming knowledge with my Lambos, clicking this link, and then, if you actually go to the link, you'll see, some random ebook that'll be like $300 value, slashed, free. And that must have got gullible people in the past, but I think for the rest of us, we look at that and think, oh yeah, so the prices of everything are completely inflated, so that I, a minnow, will think it's a good idea to buy the bundles. It's like, yeah, you can kind of just see the strategy going on pretty damn clearly. Anyway, from what I understand, there's really nothing particularly new or scary here, other than some Lovecraftian sort of inspired skins, which, yeah, okay, fair. That's something that I could probably enjoy, maybe grinding out if I just happen to be playing Overwatch 2 and having a good time.
Damn. Shit would completely void and light. Whoa. This is a pretty cool skin, actually. Holy crap.
And having a good time
the old
anyway,
gods
which,
are now
look,
in
is what I actually desire. As we talk about these three games here, Overwatch, look, I don't know how these changes are. I did enjoy 5v5. I did, at times, yes, enjoy 6v6. At times get a little bit frustrated, but I never played at that high of a level. But fundamentally, I think Overwatch 2 is... at times excellent and amazing, and certainly has that potential. I think Diablo 4 is a game that, look, has shown that its development team actually listens, tries to pivot and things pretty damn quick. We actually covered that story fairly recently, so I am here saying that, like, mostly you're looking at good games here. Hearthstone Battlegrounds, pretty damn fun. For me, I'm just sort of sad that the Hearthstone team is no longer as cooking in the single-player content. Ages ago, they did a roguelite that was like a Dalaran heist, and to be honest, I played that thing for hours and hours and hours. That was a microtransaction I was very happy to make. And now what are they doing? Giving me weird inflated golden mini set packs. So, for the Overwatch thing anyway, what they've done is a new set of Jade weapon skins. These are going to be the 2024, like, competitive things for you to be chasing with your competitive points as you're playing in comp. I think they look pretty damn cool, and these are the successor to the golden skins that we knew of before. Now, in theory, this is everything that we would like, and it's the opposite of a lot of the other sorts of cosmetics, right? Where if you've unlocked this, then, hey, you've put in the time.
I still have the gold weapons. I have the gold Hanzo bow and shit. I worked so hard for that stuff, and you know why it was cool? You know why it was badass to have a golden weapon back in OG Overwatch? Because you couldn't buy that shit. You had to grind it out. You had to get that shit. You had to get good with that one hero and grind that shit. Get it done. And then you could show it off that you accomplished something in the game, rather than showing off that you went to work and earned a decent salary and then put your credit card in the game and bought something. Come on.
Wear that thing with pride,
So much
right?
cooler
That's awesome.
to do it in the game.
Now, these can only be unlocked using the 2024 competitive points, which does kind of make sense. This is a wholly new unlock model for these things that is based on the new competitive rank and reward system. Thing is, though, they already had competitive points as a thing, which were used to buy the original golden skins. So that is now being framed as the legacy competitive system. So old points are converted, put into that pool, and going forward, whenever it's, like the sort of the end of the year, your existing comp points go into the sort of legacy pool. But that does actually mean, right, that, well, there's a problem here. If you were getting pretty close to getting the golden weapon that you wanted, well, yeah, grats. You've got some legacy competitive points, and you can't do anything with them because you don't have enough to buy that skin, and you can't earn any more until your current competitive points get transferred over into being legacy ones, which will be after the 2024 season. So the idea of just, being at the cusp of getting the thing you want, and suddenly you've got to wait for a year, not exactly great. Now, they have responded. They're apparently going to have something sorted out for Season 10. It is just a funny little thing of, they kind of roll out the new thing, and, immediately there's a pretty clear design flaw. I certainly have to wonder.
Overwatch needs to get their shit together, man.
Of development there. The main thing is, in a way, my heart goes out to them. These devs are working on 9-week seasonal cycles on a big live game. That is extremely hard.
Yeah.
Even just the number of parallel projects there, and then that their team as well was hit actually more hard than most people.
Oh, that's right. They had the layoffs too.
The recent layoffs. It's pretty damn challenging. What I will say, though, is I'm going to give it a fair shot. I'm genuinely curious to see what this just kind of new damage profile, sort of grand rebalancing of the game actually means. And I suppose if my hit scan radius is a little bit larger, maybe I will feel slightly less bad at playing Baptiste. Who knows? I'll let you know when I find out. But ultimately, there you go. A fun little trek through the
Overwatch has so much potential,
wacky world of Blizzard cosmetics. I suppose I'll throw in a little bonus at the end, actually. They did a really good job in just immediately generating a fuckload of money by basically doing big goth girl, transmog outfit.
Goth girl Sailor Moon.
Basically a voidy sort of Sailor Moon thing. And from what I understand, that was just an instant collect.
You know what this is doing, right? You know what this does to the game. This has no lore tie into the game. There's nothing essentially Warcraftian about it. They just played on a goth girl, trend, right? So now we're gonna start to see more trendy. Society is really into ramen noodles right now. Here is the ramen noodle skin armor set for your. We're gonna get a lot more just trendy, weird societal shit coming into WoW. Because it's very profitable, because people love to buy that shit. Look at what Fortnite does. They'll just bring in, Star Wars is big, all the fucking Star Wars skins all of a sudden come in. Now, I wouldn't hate a Darth Vader armor set. I'm not going to lie. That'd probably be cool, but I'm not going to buy it. but I want it.
30 quid or
I'm not gonna
25
buy
quid,
it.
whatever, from just about every.
Because I don't want to contribute to this
I
shit.
say that, though, because it actually taps into the sort of, like, meta side of things that I think is allowed for a lot of collaboration skins, like, say, Seraphim, or Seraphim,
exactly
whatever,
what I was
for
just saying.
Overwatch. Of course, you know, you're seeing loads of that with Fortnite and stuff. They were actually able to tap into just a little bit of that with WoW, and it seemed to be quite a
Blame
success.
Fortnite for everything.
So, who knows? Maybe they'll start doing that. But anyway, there you go. Monetization, Hearthstone. Come on, man. Is that just it? Everyone's playing Battlegrounds. They can't for the life of them monetize Battlegrounds, so they're just stuck trying to pump as much money out of standard Hearthstone play.
Just milking those whales.
Ultimately, in Battlegrounds, all they can sell you is cosmetics. They can't sell you mechanics, and selling people mechanics is the entire point of these card games, be they printed on card or be they digital. Anyway, have a great day. That's it for me. Check out this video next. Be sure to subscribe. Of course, we're pretty much daily here now, which is pretty damn crazy. Thank you for all of your support. I'll see you next time.
Yeah. We're fucked. We're fucked. The whales are going to eat us alive. The whales are going to eat the games industry. And it's all going to burn. It's all going to crash and burn, so enjoy it while you can. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't have to be all bad. There's just some downsides to the way things are currently going in the games industry, but Jesus Christ, what the hell is moaning, this damn commercial? This is just the way things are going. And, you know, you could just play the game how you want to play. You don't want to buy shit, don't buy shit. It sucks when some power is attached to it, like that Hearthstone card. The pay-to-win aspect of it, yeah, that sucks, but it is what it is. I'll just keep playing games and deal with it.